Welcome back to Vehicle Spec. Today we have a 2025 Acura ADX base model in platinum white pearl with the ebony interior. This is a very important package to me because this is where you start from. Above this you have the a-spec package, and above the a-spec you have the a-spec with advanced, so 3 different models to choose from. Now starting off with the base, you do get full LED headlamps, and they're not the dual style LED headlamps you're used to in other Acuras. It's actually a projector style. Now you do have Chicane LED turn signals and Chicane LED daytime running lights. No fog lights is available on the ADX base. You have to go up to an a-spec or a-spec advanced. On the lower portion of this bumper, it is like a dark gray. Going up to the a-spec package or the a-spec advanced, you get a gloss black down here. You do got the silver portion right here to kind of break up some of that gray. Flat black down below, and you do have a gloss black grille right above that as well. You don't have parking sensors in the front or back on the base, and you don't get that in the a-spec package either. That's something that Acura saved for the a-spec advanced. The grille is gloss black, emblem up front in chrome, and unlike the MDX and TLX and RDX, you can actually black out this front emblem, or like the Integra, get a illuminated black emblem, which is a nice touch to have. Platinum white pearl, very familiar color on this channel. Most of the cars I do are platinum white pearl because it's kind of the #1 color that everyone buys in the Acura lineup. Taking a look at the side profile of the ADX, it is Acura's smallest SUV. It is smaller than RDX, not drastically smaller though. It's still a decent size in the segment. Now around the windows, it is flat black. The pillars are gloss black. You do have body colored door handles and more of that gray going around the whole ADX as well. Now the rims are 18s, and these tires are all-season tires, and they are a 255/55 tire wall. Going up to the a-spec, you do get 19s, and it's a different finish, and they're like a dark gray. And once you go to the a-spec advanced, you get the same exact rims, but they're actually gloss black. Side mirrors are body colored on the top portion and flat black on the lower portion, but you do get LED turn signals integrated into the side mirrors. No power folding unless you go up to the advanced pack. Standard on every ADX, you do have a capless fuel filler, and to open the door, you push like I just did. There's no lever up front, and when you lock the ADX, it will lock this door. Technically, this is the gas cap here. Taking a look at the rear of the ADX from this angle, you can see what the ADX is based off of, which is the Honda HR-V. But of course, Acura came in and sprinkled their Acura-ness to make this more premium and more luxury compared to the Honda's HR-V. You get a shark fin style antenna. It is body colored. You do get a very aggressive rear spoiler that's mostly body colored. Underneath is flat black, and you can see kind of have these blades on the rear to give it a more aggressive look. I'm actually shocked they didn't make the spoiler an accessory and give you a more weaker standard spoiler. They just went out and gave you the more aggressive spoiler, which is nice. Third brake light tucked away underneath there. Exposed rear wipers. You do have your Acura emblem in chrome. You do have ADX in chrome, all-wheel drive in chrome. All 3 can be blacked out through your dealership. The rear tail lights are full LED, so LED brake lights, turn signals, and reverse lights. And you do have LED light bulbs for your license plate as well. Camera back here, of course. No sensors in the rear, like I said. Advanced to get the front and back sensor. On the lower portion of the bumper, it's the same gray that mimics the front and go around to the sides. Going to the a-spec or the a-spec advanced will black this out. Silver portion to break up some of the rear bumper. You get a mini diffuser back here, like a small little diffuser style to keep it aggressive in the rear. And you do get dual exhaust tips, real tips, in the back of your ADX, so even on the standard ADX model. Before we jump into the ADX, here is your key. You have your standard Acura style key fob, Acura emblem in the rear, nothing on the side. It says Acura on this side in silver, and not too big, not too small. You don't have remote start built in on the key fob. That's something the advanced package will give you. You have lock, unlock. You have hold because power tailgate is standard on every ADX. You have your panic button, and you have a button down here to remove the emergency key that's in the key fob. Now with the smart key, you do get smart entry where you can tap these little 3 lines right there. It'll lock all of the doors, and if you put your hand in the door handle, it'll unlock. Just the driver door on the driver's side, if you put your hand in the passenger door first, it will unlock all 4 doors. There's no smart entry on the rear door handle. It's just like the Integra where you don't get that feature, but TLX, RDX, MDX, some of our more expensive vehicles will have that depending on what package you go with. On the ADX, you have 3 interior options. You have the ebony, you have red, and orchid. Now I did orchid in my advanced video, make sure you check that out. And I think for my a-spec video, I did red. So you have all 3 color options. Let's start off on the door card here. It is soft touch up here. This is soft as well. This is it's a little bit more soft than this, but not that soft. You have single stitch there. You have the silver piece that breaks up some of the black, and ambient lighting is standard on all 3 trim levels, but the ambient lighting is one color. So right here is one strip of lighting here at night, and it'll be white. Same thing on the passenger door, and that's pretty much it. You don't have no ambient lighting anywhere else. This is soft touch. Actually, this is very soft touch here. Auto up down for all 4 windows, power locks, power mirrors. You do get white stitching here, and like the HRV, you get this wavy pattern down here. Cup holder, storage, and you do have a speaker. Also, blind spot monitoring is standard on every ADX as well. It's on the outside mirror. It's not like the TLX and the MDX where they have it on the inside. Now you do get an 8-way power adjusted driver seat, and you do get the leatherette material as well too. So there's not real leather. It's not perforated either, and it's still decent bolstered. You can see here, it will hug you into place. And for your 8-way power, you have front, you have back, you have up, down. You can tilt this portion right here up and down, and of course the back, forward and back. If you want to get a 12-way, you have to go up to a advanced package. On the passenger side, it is a 4-way manual. So you have your lever for forward and back for the back of the seat, and you pull the bar here to move the seat forward and back. I think you have to go up to the a-spec package to at least to get that power 4-way passenger seat. All right, let's jump into your base ADX, which I think some of you are going to be interested in this package, especially if you don't need anything fully loaded or anything like that. Push button start, so foot on brake, push the button back here. Go ahead and turn this guy on, get the AC going, because it's a little warm outside. Here, so starting off, leather wrap steering wheel. You do have some piano black on the inside here, controls on the left, controls on the right. On the left side of the steering wheel, you do have power open and close for your tailgate, traction control on and off, blank button, little coin, I guess pouch there, put some change in there. You do have a manual adjustment steering wheel, so you can pull this guy down and you can go up and down or in and out. And on the lower portion down here, you have your hood latch to the left. That pedal is like a rubber material, and you have a regular rubber gas and brake pedal, no sport pedals. I believe the a-spec will give that to you. On the left side of the steering wheel, you do have next track, previous, volume. You do have voice command, which is nice. I think Honda and Acura is getting rid of their embedded voice command and either sticking with Google or Apple, depending on what phone that you have, or if you have a vehicle with Google built in. Scroll wheel here that will control the left side over there. On the right side, you have your cruise features and some of your Acura watch features. So cruise on and off, cancel, resume, set. You can adjust the distance from the car in front of you with adaptive cruise control here. Scroll wheel will control that right pod over there, and your lane keep and assist on and off. Behind the steering wheel, you have paddle shifters, and someone told me that these are metal. Now they feel like metal. I thought they were like a metal-like type material, but these feel very premium to the hand. I'm actually shocked that Acura threw this even in this model. On the left side here, you do have your lighting stock. So you have off, auto, just parking, and you have on, and you have auto high beams, no fog lights available on the base. And on the right side, you do have your wiper, so off, intermediate, low, and high. And on the rear wiper, off, intermediate, and on. So you twist this guy, and it'll wipe back there as well. Now, you do have a full digital cluster here. This is a 10.2-inch instrument cluster. On the left wheel here, if we scroll, you can see you can cycle between Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, USB, AM, FM, back to your phone, back, and customize display. So here you can either hide and show different apps that you don't want to view on the list there. Almost took that off, but you can't because it's gray. And then you can remove the audio and clock if you don't want to see audio and clock. So for example, when we go back, see the time and what audio you're listening to, you can remove that. You have a digital speedometer right there in the middle. Also will tell you your speed limit once you go past the sign, which is cool. That little red notch right there will let you know that the speed limit is 45. So it'll show you where the speed limit is, which is cool. But your speedometer is also digital on this side. Now, when you use the scroll wheel on this side, you can view different information. So we're already on range and fuel. So it'll tell you your range and what you're averaging. Don't mind my average fuel in any of these videos because these cars are literally driving around here on a lot. But you have speed and time. You have your driver attention. So if you fill up those bars, then your ADX will pretty much recommend you to pull over, take a break, take a nap, you're not fully awake. To drive, the all-wheel drive torque distribution will show you the all-wheel drive system, which wheel is getting more power than the other, front versus rear. Who have their seatbelts on, your oil life, tire pressure, nice to have. Your safety support. So here you can toggle on and off road departure mitigation or blind spot monitoring, or your frontal collision braking system, all standard on the ADX. You can have no content that shows nothing, just a speedometer, brightness, and vehicle settings. So here you can change things like meter setup, keyless access. And actually, if you go to keyless access, you can see you have walkway auto lock, and it is not, I always get this mixed up. It's not under keyless access, it's actually under door. So you go to door setup, and then you go, there we go. Walkway auto lock's the feature that's off. If you turn that on, and whenever you park, you walk away from your vehicle, it'll automatically lock it for you. So walk up to the car and it'll automatically unlock, only just walk away lock, but still a nice feature to have. But here you can customize your ADX to actually how you want in vehicle settings. Gauge display, you can either change the miles per hour to kilometers. So you go to Mexico, go to Canada, or just a different country. You can hide and show apps that you don't want to show on your list when you're scrolling through. Maybe you're tired of going through all the different menus. I don't know why you would want to take that off. And back to range and fuel. So plenty of different options there. You do have your gas tank on this side, temperature on the left side. Very easy to read layout. You don't got to teach yourself to get in one of these and know where everything is. Now, every ADX will come with a 9-inch touchscreen display. But if you go to an a-spec Advanced, you get the 9-inch with the Google built in. So the operating system or the UI will be different than this one in the a-spec. So if I hit home here, you see this is pretty much your menu, and that's pretty much it. There's no pages, there's no apps, you don't swipe through different things. You can go into different menus, but the advanced package will have it where you have multiple different screens and you can customize it. So on here, you have all your sources here, so you can quickly change between FM, USB, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, AM, whichever one you ever choose. You have sound options right here. It's kind of gray. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't have the audio on, so it won't let me get to it. So let me turn this on, turn that down. Now you can see what you're listening to, and then you have your sound settings here. We can adjust the bass and mid, treble, bounce fader, a lot of different options. Now you do get the B&O sound system in an advanced package, and that one is like a 12-speaker system. This one, I believe, is a 9-speaker system, but it's an Acura Premium Sound, and you get the same system in the a-spec too. Only the advanced get the more speakers. And with B&O, you can fully customize that sound system to how you want to. I think I might make a separate video on that because I didn't mention that in my advanced video. To the right, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and they're both wireless. That's standard on every ADX. You do have general settings, phone for your Bluetooth. So if you hit general settings, so here you can change different things like the system, connections, display, sound, rear camera, all your basic options here. It's a real easy system to use. You don't, like I said, have to teach yourself to really use this. Now, you do have a dedicated connect button here. So this is how you connect the phone, and that's pretty much it. It's interesting that he added that on. I don't know if that was needed or not, but you do get a physical volume knob, and there's a power button if you push it. Like I said, you go to advanced, you get a way more customization. Now, the lower portion here, you do have your air vents and your climate control. You have your hazard button right here in the middle. Honda have this new design language where they have the grills going across the whole dash, different in Acura. So the Integra is different. Same thing with the ADX. I actually like with this little silver piece going up and around. The air vents feel very premium to the hand. Don't feel cheap as well. And when I think it's closed, you can hear it click as well. And on the lower portion here, you do get dual zone standard on every ADX, and heated seats is also standard, 3 different levels for driver and passenger. When you go up to the a-spec package, then you get ventilating front seats. The advanced will also have that as well. So you have your air circulation here, and you can adjust the driver's temperature, or you can turn on auto mode, front defrost, fan speed on and off of the whole system. You have heated side mirrors and the rear glass, AC on and off, and you can adjust the passenger's temperature or turn sync off. And like I said, just do it yourself. This person catch on fire, you stay cool over there. We're going to keep sync on, so you control on both sides. Heated for the passenger. And this is a unique design here for the ADX, where it's kind of like a partition, and it's like a texturized piano black. Interesting. I like that they didn't use too much piano black, because I'm not a big fan of piano black. And you can probably see some fingerprints and stuff that's very showing already on here. Below your climate control, you do have 2 USB-C ports. So no more USB-A. A is gone. You get a power outlet over there. You get a wireless phone charging pad that's standard on every ADX. You get one cup holder up here, and I believe it's a smartphone holder. It's a nice touch because everyone has dropped their phone in their cup holders. You get a standard shifter, no push buttons. This is leather wrapped. When we look at the brochure, I'm gonna double check to see if that's real leather. I think it is matching the steering wheel, or it might be the leatherette, like this material here. You have park, reverse, neutral, and drive. You do have an S mode, so you can put the transmission into a sport mode for more spirited driving. Blank button up here because the advanced package will give you individual mode that you don't get on the ADX or the ADX A-spec. You can go up and down with this guy, and then this will allow you to choose between sport mode, normal, comfort, and snow. We're gonna leave that guy in normal. You have your engine idle stop off button here. You have your downhill cruise control is what I call it. It's called a hill descent control. You can go up to 12 miles per hour, turn this on, and this ADX will stay at up to 12 miles per hour. So if you're going down something really steep, actually, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on here. You can keep the speed, so that way you're not holding the brakes or messing with the gas. It's like cruise control going downhill, if you look at it that way. Turn that guy off. You have your parking brake here, brake hold here, so while you're in drive, you can take your foot off the brake and hold the brake while you drive. Cool feature. Here's your second cup holder here, which looks a little bit bigger than the one over there. So probably could fit, it's an interesting shape, probably could fit bigger bottles. And it's actually a deep portion in here. You have the armrest, that's very soft touch, like the armrest on the driver door. Open this guy up, deep storage in there, and there's no plugins, just a mat. Now for your glove box, it's not lockable, and it is damp though. It's damp, not lined with felt. It's a bin style. It's a little, you know, storage in this, a decent size. And you have more gloss black on this portion right here. Then you notice it. Passenger side, like I said, is gonna mimic the driver. For it being the base model, these seats are comfortable and they hold you pretty decently. I think this can fit all different type of sizes. So let's take a look above your touchscreen display. You do have an auto dimming rearview mirror, which is standard, but there is no home link. So Acura has been getting rid of home link in most of their vehicles. I think they want you to use Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and have it hooked up and built into MyQ and all that good stuff. Above the rearview mirror, you do have LED lighting throughout the cabin, individual map lights too. You do have your SOS button here to contact emergency. So you flip that guy open, push the button. You can have all the lights come on when you open the door here. You do have a sunglass holder and it is lined, so it won't scratch up your lens. The headliner here is gray. And you do, I think it's black. Is it black on the A-spec? I can't remember. It might be black on the A-spec. The base model will give you a standard power moonroof. If you want a panoramic moonroof, you at least have to get the A-spec package or the A-spec Advanced. So you can see this guy open all the way up. I should show you guys. Pull that guy back and it will open for you. And if you push it straight up, it'll also tilt to ventilate as well. So even though you don't get the panoramic moonroof, at least you still get a moonroof. Ford will always close that back, and then you have to manually close that guy back. You do have a visor here with a light, LED light, which I'm shocked. I was assuming they would just throw like a regular light bulb in here or something. LED lighting with mirror too for the driver, which is nice. Now let's jump out of here and take a look at the rear passenger. This is how wide the rear door open. Not 90 degrees, but a decent size opening. Now back here, hard touch, which I was expecting. Hard touch, this is hard touch. It's barely soft. It's soft, but it's barely soft back here. You do get a tweeter, door handle, window switch, one stitching there. This is soft too, but not that soft. Get that wave, just like the HRV like I mentioned. And you do have a bottle holder there, speaker there. And here are the rear seats in your ADX. And the design mimics the driver and passenger. You just don't have the bowstring right here as aggressive as it is on the front seats. But still nice. Seatbelts back there. Let's jump in. I have this seat all the way back and plenty of room back here still. It does seat 3 back here. You have a slight hump, but it's not too crazy. It's not gonna be a huge hump back here. You do have an ear vent back here. No USB-C ports. You do have to go up to an A-spec or Advanced to get the USB-C ports back here. But at least they give you an ear vent because you can't get that in an Integra or even the HRV. Now, no mat pocket behind the driver. There's one behind the passenger. Take a look at the cockpit again. It is a nice place to be, and I think as a base model, Acura did a good job kind of making this different than the A-spec and the A-spec Advanced, but not taking away too much features. So I think these start around 35 for front wheel drive, and if you go up to all wheel drive, it's about $2 grand to get into one of these. Take a look at the tethers for your car seats or booster seats. Parents are really gonna appreciate this because look how exposed and easy it is to get to these hooks. Like a lot of car seats, you have those tethers, you have to dig into the seat to try to find the hook, or like the RDX, you have a little or the Integra too. You have a little like a little, you gotta put, I can't really explain what it is. It's like a little cover, you peel it back, it's Velcro to find the hooks. ADX got that thing exposed. It reminds me of the CRV and the Honda. And you do have an armrest back here with 2 cup holders, which are nice. And this is very soft where you rest your elbow. It's floating, it's not just gonna droop down. The back seat is actually a nice place to be. You get an adjustable headrest back here too. You do get the LED lighting back here, and they're that unique touch style, like how it is in the HRV. All right, we're gonna jump out of here. It's gonna beep at me. But we're gonna take a look at the cargo space. So remember, it is a power tailgate available on every ADX. So even the base will give you a power tailgate, which is a nice touch. Plenty of space back here. Seats do fold down. They don't fold down from back here. You do either gotta walk around and grab this little shoulder right here and drop it down, or you can do what I just did, but give it a little bit more power to really drop it down as well. Now that driver's seat is all the way up, but this passenger seat should fold down flat. There we go. You do get a slight step up, so it's not like a fully flat. Yeah, it's a slight little angle there. And actually the seats are not all the way flat either. So let me show you guys. Just in case you wanna, I don't know, sleep back here or something. You can see there's a slight angle back here, but with both seats folded down, you should still be able to sleep back here if you wanted to. Now, it comes with floor mats, of course, carpet, all-season mats. You can add those as an accessory. You do got tie down, look like tie down. So you get some hooks back here, LED lighting back here on both sides. You do get a power outlet back here. When you go up to the a-spec package in advance, it will give you a cargo cover. So when your tailgate is closed, no one can't see what's in here. It'll sit right here on the base. Look like that's an option that you do have to add. Now, below the floor here, you do have your jack and tools, and you have your funnel for the capless fuel filler, because you do get a spare tire, which is nice. Look at that. Now, I can't remember. I think the Advance, does the Advance get a spare tire? Because I think the a-spec get a spare tire, but I think the Advance give you a flat fix kit. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to double check the Advance to make sure. But part of the power tailgate, you do have height adjustment, so you can adjust how high you want the tailgate to open. Also, you have walkaway auto lock. So you push that guy, it turns green, you walk away, and it'll close once it senses that you walked away, which is a nice feature to have on the base model. It's nice that they even give you the power tailgate, but you know, at the end of the day, it is Acura, so they still want to give you some premium. Acura made it very simple with the ADX lineup. Look how easy it is to shop on the ADX. You have 3 different trim levels. You have ADX, ADX with a-spec package, and ADX with a-spec with advanced package, which that's a mouthful. I feel like that package is like a long name, but we're gonna focus on just the traditional ADX. So turbocharged 4-cylinder, pretty much the same 1.5 that's in the Integra. This just makes 10 less horsepower. Now you have the option between front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive on all 3 trim levels. Usually, if you go fully loaded, it's all-wheel drive only. For the ADX, it's a little bit different. If you want to, you can pause the video and read everything that the ADX comes standard. I'm not gonna sit here and read everything for you guys. Just to go over some basics: full LED headlamps, you have the Chicane LED daytime running lights, power moonroof. You have smart entry, power tailgate with walkway auto lock close. Driver's seat is 8-way power adjustment. Passenger's manual, heated front seats. You get leatherette-trimmed seats. So you get a lot of the standard goodies that I feel like in this price point you should have, which is 35 to 38. You know, whether you get all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. You do get the Acura Premium Sound 8-speaker system, USB-C ports. 9-inch touchscreen display, full digital cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, wireless phone charger, plenty of goodies, and of course, all of your safety, driver assist, and security. But we're gonna jump in and actually go build us an ADX, because I really want to show you guys the color combination that you can get in this model. Now, front-wheel drive is 35, all-wheel drive is 37, $2 more for all-wheel drive, and the model that I showcased was all-wheel drive. So we're gonna build this guy up. Now, the exterior colors, real simple. You have solar silver metallic, crystal black pearl, platinum white pearl, which is a $600 charge, urban gray pearl, which is also a $600 charge. All 4 of them come with ebony interior. So they made it real simple. 1 interior color on the base a-spec. If you want more interior options, now you gotta go up to the a-spec or a-spec advanced. But in this case, we did the platinum white pearl with the ebony. So we're gonna go ahead and build us one of these. Like I said, the interior is real simple, but not too boring. Like, I feel like this will age pretty well over time. Maybe this UI probably will be a little bit older versus the Advance the next few years, but still it'll be easy to use. Like, anyone can jump in here and be fine. we're jumping straight into the accessories. So I went over the accessories in the A-spec and the advanced. It's the same thing, pretty much all three. But because there's some features that you don't get on this one, they may have it as an accessory for just the normal ADX. You have all your all-season protection packages, 1, 2, and 3, cargo protection package. You have this protection package, and these are cool because you get multiple different accessories in one bundle. You do get the 19-inch alloy black wheels, which let's add that guy on, see how it looks on the base. And of course, it looks good. I'm actually shocked. Usually, I'm not a big fan of Acura's additional wheels you can add, but that's a good option. And they give you more than one. They even give you these two. They both 19s. Now, what is the difference? I think, oh, okay. One is just the rim and one is with tires. Interesting. 235, 45, 19s. Interesting. Okay. We'll go ahead and take that off and take that off. Valve stem caps, wheel lugs. You get a black door mirror cover. I'm not sure if I'll add this to gloss black. I mean, I guess if you want to black out your base model, you can. But if they had a carbon option, I think that would be cool. Now here are all your black emblems, ADX, and emblem, and you get all-wheel drive blacked out. You can get the front emblem blacked out, which I mentioned in the video, and you get the illuminated front emblem, which is cool because the sensor is not, or the radar is not in the grille like the TLX and RDX and other packages. So you can actually black this guy out. And I have an Integra personally, and I do have the illuminated front A mark, and I love how it looks. It looks beautiful at night. You have the logo pattern projector. You have the mid tailgate spoiler, something I would add if I purchase an ADX. I don't know, I think it's a nice touch. Now, I think it looks better on the A-spec and A-spec Advanced, but if you black everything out in here, maybe with those wheels, it'll look good on your just your normal ADX. And then this portion right here is gray. You can get this blacked out as well. No, it's not the whole thing, right? It's just this portion right here. Yeah, you can get that guy. It's interesting because this is like a shark gray type color. Well, let's remove that guy. And then, of course, you have your roof racks, and you can put all types of things. Bike attachments, kayak, roof basket, mid box, ski, all types of goodies you can throw up there. And the roof racks themselves. You can add body side molding that are black. That's interesting. Door edge film, door edge guards. Like these are mostly protective accessories or just to dress up your ADX to how you want it. Rear bumper applique, which is nice. Splash guard set, which are nice. Wheel locks in black, chrome. You can add a heated steering wheel as an option because it's standard on the Advanced, so that's nice. All season floor mats, first aid kit, cargo cover. Now, like I said, the A-spec and the A-spec Advanced come with one, but oh, you know what? Now, this is a different cargo cover. I don't think you're going to get the same cargo cover that comes with the A-spec and the Advanced. I think this is like the HRV where you just slide it in there. That's it. You know, it don't fold up when you open the trunk. Yeah, look at that. It slides in. Yeah, slides in, rear panels. Interesting. So you can't even get that the same, interesting, because this is like a soft wire type material. And on the A-spec and Advanced, you get like a more harder cover. So that's interesting. But pet rear cabin liner, seat back protector, sunshades, cargo tray, cargo net, cargo organizer. I thought you would at least been able to add fog lights. I guess you can't because I know in the RDX, the base and tech don't get fog lights, but you can add those as an option. And also, I don't see remote start. So that's interesting too. So you have to get an Advanced if you want the built-in remote start, because I don't think it was an option on the A-spec either. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the numbers. The base price on this guy is $37,600. Now, I forgot that Acura changed how this thing looks now. There we go. So actually, the base price is $37,000. The Platinum White Pearl is $600. That makes it $37,600. And destination and handling, you're looking at $1,350. And total MSRP is $38,950. So just under $40 if you go with an all-wheel drive base ADX with a premium color. I think this is a good package for someone that don't need all the sporty looks and all the sporty exterior, and then don't need all the features on the Advanced. You just want this size, and maybe the HRV is not premium enough, but then, like I said, you still don't want nothing too loaded. Why you would go with this, or you're already in the Acura family. You know, maybe you have a TLX right now, Integra, or maybe you have an RDX. You want to go down, you want to go up, and you just need a small SUV. That's mostly who this is going to be for. I don't think Acura is going to make a bunch of this model. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I think you're going to focus on A-spec. And yeah, I think A-spec will probably be the #1 package, and then maybe some advances, and then maybe some of these, I could be wrong. It's all based on region, and base models where I live, Acura don't give us a bunch of those. We get a lot of just mid-trimmed and all the way up to loaded. So let's see what happens. Anyways, I'm gonna end everything here. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think about the base ADX. Is there any features that you wish it had? Did I miss anything? Did you bought one? Are you shopping one? Are you shopping against it? Are you looking at other brands? Why you want to go with other brands? Let's talk about it. Drop a comment below. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next walk around.